Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my live stream, the last of the 9 live streams for 2,500 subscribers. Right, 2,500 subscribers. Really appreciate you guys helping me get there. Genuinely means a lot. What's up, Matthew? How's it going, man? Glad to see you here. Yeah, it's our final live stream for 2,500 subscribers that we're doing right now. Same as all the others. The only difference is there aren't going to be any more until we hit 5,000 after this one. So, it's not like, oh, you can just come back in a couple days. This is the final one. When's the next live stream? The next one, 5,000. Whenever I happen to hit 5,000 subscribers, that's when the next live stream here is. I think I will be streaming on Twitch, though. Friday, I think I'm gonna go back to Twitch. I streamed on Twitch before, but I've never really announced it here on YouTube that I was streaming on Twitch. I just kind of started streaming on Twitch without telling anyone here that. I did that for about a year, got like 300 followers over there, which was kind of cool. I just kind of wanted to prove that I could do it without linking it with my YouTube at all. So that was the thing that I did a few years back. Ironically, when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't really tell any family or friends about it. So, all my early growth was organic. I've told them since, but by the time I'd already had like a couple hundred subscribers. So, I don't know why I've decided to do things the harder way, but for some reason I've always done that, and I haven't used. I haven't used things to give myself an initial boost. I just kind of started from nothing every time. But it's what I've done. I'll probably be going on Twitch at some point. I'm just pulling up to see how far we got. 2,530 some subscribers, it looks like, is what we're at. I don't know the exact number. Well, I can find it fairly easily. That's what you guys could see if you checked it. Is 2.53K, which is 2,530 something. You don't get the last digit, basically. I can go in the back end and get an exact number. Let's see what we're at. I'm curious what we're kind of ending the live streams with. I used to doing it on my other monitor. What are my subscribers? I've gotten a decent number. This section. Oh, wow. Way more revenue than usual. That is mostly thanks to J-Knot. Like, a huge chunk of that is thanks to him freaking dropping at $50. $60 this month, apparently. Not bad. That's an extremely good month for me. 35 of it is thanks to J-Knot. So massive thanks to him for that one. Because I only get to keep 70% of it. Since he sends 50, but I only get 35. YouTube takes the other 15. That's how it works, unfortunately. That is how that works. But hey, it's still $35. I ain't complaining. Trying to figure out my exact subscriber count. See if I can find it somewhere, because I know there's a way. I know I have access to it. Like, you can't see my exact subscriber count. It's my subscriber count's public, but you can't see the exact number. You can only see like the rounded number, which I'm small enough that you're off by. You just don't get to see one digit, but still. I'm trying to figure out where it shows my exact subscribers. Plus 23. I mean, that's all well and good, but I'd like to know the exact number. I don't want that. Content metrics. Breakdown. Oh, man, they've changed everything. They've genuinely changed everything. I'm trying to figure out what it says, and I wish I could show it to you. I really wish I could. Let's see. Subscribed versus not subscribed. Where does it say my actual subscriber count? Subscriber source, device. It gives me a lot of information. Yeah, I would love to share that with you because I think it'd be kind of a cool thing to know. I'm just trying to remember where it's at. That's not going to get it. Audience size and growth, maybe? Monthly audience. I mean, that's kind of cool. 7,327 different people have watched my videos recently. Have you heard of the series called Oxtail or Oxtails? It doesn't sound familiar. Sorry about not saying that a second ago. It's this cartoon series with an ox named Bose that owns a farm. Interesting. Not familiar. You stream on more than just YouTube. I mean, I haven't streamed on anything recently other than the last little bits on YouTube. But yeah, I do stream on Twitch since I'm having a hard time finding my YouTube info. Because I thought it'd be cool to share that with you guys. Maybe you know of Boas comics series. I don't read too many comics, to be honest. Like I'm a nerd for sure, but I don't really like reading. So I haven't really gotten to comics or even manga. Like I like anime, as you can maybe tell by random episode of Bleach back there. But I'm not big on manga. I don't know. I don't like reading, and I mostly watch subs anyways. So yeah, and that one's definitely not going to get me a copyright strike because that's me. That one, well, I doubt a copyright strike, but maybe claim. I don't really care that much though. There's no audio anyways, so and the quality is absolute garbage. So it's just on for just make the background a little more interesting. I figure if I got a TV that's going to be in the background, I might as well be putting something interesting on it. Yeah, Twitch. And in some of my videos, you can actually see my Twitch channel because I do pull it up on my monitors in a number of them. But there you go. There's my Twitch. There you go. And it is pinned now, so you guys can check that out if you want. I haven't streamed in a while, but I used to stream like Pokemon stuff mostly, some Animal Crossing. But what I'm planning on streaming now is Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, it's Pokemon. What was the most recent stuff? So yeah, Pokemon, Final Fantasy, some old old Donkey Kong and Mario. The first game I streamed was Mario World, just because that was the first video game I ever played. But that wasn't very many streams. I beat it way too quick. Yeah, I may or may not have gotten really good at Super Mario World when I was a small child. I'm not amazing at it or anything. I'm far from the skills of a lot of what's that game? Mario Maker players. I have Mario Maker too, by the way. But yeah, I'm no Panga for sure. But I'm pretty good at it. I'm better than your average person. I don't know. Am I better than Doug? I honestly don't know. I'm not that great at it. And it's not like Doug's. Everyone jokes he's bad at 2D platformers, but I don't know. I don't think he's that bad at them. He's not amazing at them, but Yeah. But yeah, I got my Twitch, my Twitch link there. Um, keep that up just for a sec, just in case anybody wants some other stuff. Let me throw my Discord in case anybody wants to go on that. I don't know if I can pin multiple messages, so I might have to do both. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to make things interesting for you. Actually, Bose is a Dutch series, but Oxtails is a Japanese product based on Bose. Interesting. That is genuinely kind of cool. No, it won't let me do lines. Give me a sec. I tried doing a break and it didn't like that. Stupid whatchamajigger. Engagement server tag. I'm just looking at my Discord server so that anybody who wants to join can they can find me on Twitch, and also they can find me join the Discord. I just figure it might be a good idea to put that in there, especially since we don't have too many people chatting yet. Server settings is what I probably want, or invites. Server tag, emoji sound, members, invites. There we go. Okay, got it. Perfect. We'll see. Sorry about all that. GG /. All right, that should give both the Discord and the there we go. So now I got a new message pin that has both the Discord and Twitch, in case anybody wants to join either of those. So both of those are now up. Yeah, sorry about that. But that's cool. I don't know. I haven't watched too much of that, but that's cool. Let's see. What am I looking? Oh yeah. In case anyone messages on Discord, which people like to do. And now I'm do not disturb. Sweet. All right. So now Discord won't bug me. Perfect. All right. Sorry about all that. Just figured I'd get that going, and got a little bit of a late start going on today. Being off my meds kind of sucked. I've been back on them. Today's my second day fully back on my meds, but I don't know. The whole being off and then going back on really threw my sleep schedule out of whack. So that's been a thing. Plus, I've been staying up late working on videos for the channel. All the shorts that I'm making, for one. I can't say I'm in progress on any shorts. I almost never can say I'm in progress on any shorts because I'm almost never in progress on them. I start them, I finish them, I upload them. Usually takes like 5 minutes. Yesterday's was a little bit of a longer one. That one probably took like 10, 15 minutes. It was a longer video, but still not that long. Whereas, I'm in progress on 3 different videos right now because, long form videos aren't things that I can knock out in 5 to 15 minutes, start to finish. Like shorts, I literally knock them out in 15 minutes. It tops. So a lot of times it's like 5. Whereas long form videos, those, I'll put in like a few minutes to maybe half an hour to an hour or so. Last night I put a bit more into time into the videos because I had a lot of uploading I had to do. Well, a lot of just getting data off my phone here. I had to buy Infamous 2 and Festival of Blood in order to unlock some trophies based on UGC that will not be available when the series shuts down next month. Ooh, that's rough that it's shutting down. That sucks. Speaking of shut down, the PS3 and PS Vita storefronts will also shut down next year. Dang. Yeah, it sucks when things shut down. Although that is pretty old. Uh, Man, PS Vita, that takes me back to when I was working at Walmart. That was so long ago. That was like 2012 or something. Yeah, that was forever ago when PS Vita was like the newest, greatest thing. Although it sold like crap where I lived. Like, and I worked at Walmart, which I think we had a GameStop, but like, yeah, it wasn't very good. Or like, we had a GameStop, but like that was it. We had just had a GameStop, Walmart, and Kmart. Those are like the only places where you could get electronics. Um, yeah, like that's the only place you could get video games in my town. And PS Vita sold garbage. Like nobody bought Vita games. Like I sold a couple, but no, it was a very poor seller. At least where I live. Let's see. Xbox 360 storefront also shut down 2 years ago. Wii storefront shut down 2010s. Yeah, that sounds about right. Those are like, yeah. Well, those are some pretty old stuff. I'm a Nintendo guy mostly. I have the Switch. I don't have the Switch 2. I don't know if or when I will get the Switch 2. One, I don't have the money for it. And two, even if I did, I don't know if I would buy it because there's just not a lot of value in the Switch 2, in my opinion. There aren't any games that I'm particularly excited about that are Switch 2 exclusive. None that I can think of, really. Mario Kart World's okay, but like, it's not something I want that badly. Not really interested in the Legend series and Pokemon, so and the Donkey Kong game, I don't know. I'm not that excited about the Donkey Kong games. I loved them back in the day, but like, I don't know. Ever since Donkey Kong went 3D, I don't know. I never got into the 3D Donkey Kongs. That's really only a 2D Donkey Kong guy. So yeah, I love the Kong countries back in like the 90s. Those were pretty awesome. That was like my childhood right there. But those are games that I could always play on stream with my Switch. I don't have my old Super Nintendo. I gave that to my little sister, so that's a thing. But it's still in the family, but I don't have it anymore. So yeah, but I got like all my other game consoles from when I was a kid. The Super's the only one I don't have anymore, and like I say, it's still in the family. But that is the only one that's the only game console I ever owned that I don't anymore. And yeah, I still I kind of regret it a little since it was my first console, but it's my sister and she appreciated it. I definitely didn't regret it at the time. Everybody was telling me, you're stupid for doing this. Why are you giving your little sister this as a Christmas present? And I'm like, hey, I don't really play it that much. I'm getting a better one. I'm getting, like, I already have the N64. I'm pretty confident I'm going to be getting like better stuff, like better consoles, like the GameCube and stuff coming out. So like, I don't need it anymore. And like, my family's like, my parents are like, are you sure? And like, my sister was always wanting to play it. So I'm like, yeah, it'll be nice. Give it to my sister. Just trying to be a good brother. My best friend hated that I did it because he was always coming over to play the Super, and now he couldn't anymore. So that was the thing. But that was fun stuff back in the day. But yeah, the Donkey Kong games. I don't really care for Switch 2. Like, there's nothing currently out. Like, the main reasons I'd buy the Switch 2 would be to play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with better quality and have better get better shiny rates, because the improvement in like the technology on the Switch 2 actually does make the shiny rates better on Scarlet and Violet. Just in that more Pokemon spawn, and because more Pokemon spawn, it's a lot easier to find shinies. because there's just more of them out at a time. Like significantly more. It's like 50% more Pokemon out, or I mean, not be double. I'm not sure. It's a lot more, but yeah, that's the whole thing. And then like, they added a bunch of stuff to like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So, but then you have to like pay extra to get access to those. So it's like, eh. And then I guess Animal Crossing, they better graphics, and also you have the like speaker phone, the little, yeah, you got the like little megaphones that you can use. It's just kind of nice, but I don't know. It's just such minor stuff. There's nothing like big that would make me want to get the Switch 2. So that's just my thoughts on that one. Yeah, Switch 1, plenty good enough for me. Plus, yeah, I got Steam, Baldur's Gate 3. That's kind of going to be probably what I stream next is BG3. Probably Friday is when I'll probably be streaming. Yeah, I think I'll do a stream on Fridays, this same time. So, yeah, you'll see me same times, different place, I guess, for you guys, since it's my Twitch, which is linked in the pinned comment there, as well as I think my Discord should also be in that pinned comment. Should be there. It should. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. I'm not, but yeah, from what I see, I only see the Twitch link in it, but hopefully you guys can see the whole thing. Oh, you said what, Xbox? You said, oh, yeah, wait, that was why you said that. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing things in chat. Yeah. So that's kind of the plan, is probably start streaming Baldur's Gate 3. I think the first run that I do on stream, I think what I'll do is I'll do a standard run. So like no mods or anything like that, but it's not going to be a standard run, but I don't plan on using mods. I'll probably do a, what is it called? The Dark Urge. So I'll probably do the Dark Urge run. Just because I've never done the Dark Urge run, so I'll do that. And I think what I'll do is I will literally randomly roll for every single decision, as well as when I'm making like my character, other than the Dark Urge, which I'll pick, looks and everything will be the dark, will be just randomly chosen. Race will be randomly chosen, since the Dark Urge doesn't have to be a set race. It can be anything. So yeah, race, class, appearance, everything randomly chosen. I might spend a whole stream just doing character creation, in all honesty. Who knows? Yeah, or I might just barely get through the tutorial on the first stream, because I'm going to be randomly choosing a lot of stuff. Combat, I'll probably actually think about and try and figure out how to do. Difficulty settings, honestly, I think I might do those random too. That might be kind of fun. And then whenever I get a dialogue option, randomly chosen what I do. Anytime someone levels up, I'll randomly pick. I'll probably flip a coin to see whether I take a new class level or not, and then I will randomly choose from there. So if I don't take a new class level, I'll randomly roll from my existing classes to see which one that I level up that level. And if I get a new one, then I'll randomly pick a new one. So yeah, it'll kind of be that way. That way it doesn't get too crazy with the build. It'll be limited a little bit in how multi-classed everyone is. But everyone will probably still be pretty multi-classed. This is what it is. I probably won't respec the companions that I pick up. So they will, whatever class they are, like Shadowheart will be a cleric, obviously, and all that. I'll keep that much the same, but they will get new levels in new stuff. So yeah, whatever levels they start with when I pick them up, they can keep, but they'll get new stuff as they level up. So yeah, so I think they only get one level that's already chosen. I'm pretty sure it works that levels 2 and up will be different. So yeah, I might do a couple of extra mods. I don't know. Yeah, I might do the one that lets you go like beyond level 20. That would be kind of cool. Or not beyond 20, beyond level 12. That might be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know how the playthrough will go because it's going to be completely freaking random. Because I don't know. I think it'll be boring to just do a regular stream. I've already beat the game like 3-4 times. So just playing like normally, I don't know, seems kind of silly to me. Yeah, and then I think after I beat the game on just complete random, I think I'll probably do something similar, but instead of random, it'll be Twitch chat makes every decision. So yeah, you're blowing up. Appreciate that, Newman like on Steinfeld. Nice. Love that name. That's pretty awesome. I'm blowing up, really. I mean, oh yeah, 2,500. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say I'm blowing up. I mean, it's been a long, slow road to get there, but hey, I'm getting there. I wouldn't say I'm blowing up though. There's not been any sort of explosive growth on this channel. I can tell you that much for sure. But hey, growth is growth, even if it's slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, you know. Explosive growth actually has some downsides to it, in that you tend to have a less stable audience when you have explosive growth, whereas you know, when you have an audience that you build like how I built my channel, it's a lot more stable because you know, you guys have trickled in slowly over the years as people have naturally and organically found the channel. You guys didn't find it because I was following some trend or anything, because I really haven't done that to any real extent. So yeah, pretty much all of my subscribers and followers are here because they like what I do. Small percentage of them are because they're like friends and family, and they like me personally, but like most people are here because they like what I make. They're D&D fans. They're like, oh my god, a D&D 3.5 channel. Yes, I want D&D 3.5. That's why most of y'all are here. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'd be very surprised if that isn't why most of y'all are here, because that'd be weird. It'd be really weird. I mean, it'd be cool if there were some like girls that were here because they think I'm attractive, but I kind of doubt that. But yeah, are there some gay guys that are here because they think I'm attractive? Maybe. I'm not into them, unfortunately for them, but because I am straight. But you know, if they want to watch, that's cool. I don't care. Always get my friends to play 3.5 if they want to GM. Nice. Watch your videos to help with generating characters for the newbies. We're working through Piratey Dungeon Magazine modules. Nice. I haven't touched the Dragon Magazines. Actually, I haven't even really looked at them, to be honest. I haven't run any games that allow them, and I don't know. But that's just me, because I just haven't dug that deep into the game, because there's just so much to dig into. Like, you know, I have this channel and it's got, you know, pretty encyclopedic like coverage of 3.5, but there's so much to cover that I've really just scratched the surface. I've got a lot more left to cover. So that's a thing. I am starting to remake videos though. Right now I'm remaking stuff from the Player's Handbook, because this seems like the logical place to start. So I'm remaking all the stuff that are from there, classes and races, and probably alignments too. I'll probably get to. And then I'll probably cover the DMG and remake all the prestige classes in that from there. So that will probably all get done. After that, what would be really cool is if somebody could go through and like make a list of my videos that like don't have the greatest of quality, and like send that to me. That would be amazing. I don't know if anyone will do that, like, and I don't expect it, but that would be extraordinarily helpful. So like, and when I say not the greatest of quality, like I've had mic issues on a lot of videos, and Unfortunately, even the recent ones have some level of that. My apartment's not the best with noise. There's a lot of people here. I have a loud AC. I've got a fan going most of the time. Can you hear it right now? Probably not. And the reason why um, uh, you can't hear the noise, even though there is a fan, you can actually see it right behind me, and it is blowing. But yeah, I have like filters and stuff that make it so you can't really hear it too much. And that's a pretty good mic that I have. Can't really see it; it's slightly off camera, but yeah, it's literally like right here, like just off camera, which is kind of cool. That's kind of ideally where you want it, is just off camera and just in front of you, because mics look bad. But yeah, yeah, if someone could go through and do that, that would be amazing. I would extremely appreciate that. It doesn't need to be anytime soon because I got plenty of coverage before then. But yeah, anyways, the reason why I'd want someone to go through and find like all my videos with like bad audio quality, which there are a number of, unfortunately. Basically, I plan to like redo those, and yeah. So if it's got bad audio quality, I'll just like remake it at some point, because that's kind of where I want to focus on with like the remakes. I don't know, it just seems like the logical way to go. Keep the ones that are like splat books that are that are decent quality, that are from splat books, and then like remake those in as high quality as I can. Which is the quality I'm going with right now. The quality that I made years ago, like what I'm putting out now is the best that I can do right now. So yeah, I'm trying to make as good of videos as I can. I could get them out a lot faster if I wanted to go back to the lower quality, but I've started editing my videos, and so that it's not just like sort of skipping out a lot of the ums and the ahs, and like a lot of the times, like with my old videos, I would be trying to memorize as much of the stuff as I could, and then like I'd be going through and be like, oh, I can't remember that specifically, so I'd have to like try and read it real quick, and then like you would see me like reading it in my video real fast, and the video kind of was like bad quality while I was just trying to read it and figure it out, like trying to look it up like live during the recording, which for a recorded video is not really something you want to see. I had massive viewer retention on all that. What's up, Snagwolf? How's it going, man? So yeah, that was something that was kind of a thing in the past. So yeah, trying to when I make remakes of videos, which I am starting to do, yeah, I'm going to try and keep them at the high editing, versus the like not edited stuff, where it was literally just me doing a one take into the camera and then calling it a video. Like that's how a lot of my old videos are made. The newer ones, as you can see, they're a lot better. Like there's much higher quality. I use multiple different angles. I use, which is part of why I have audio issues, because half of the angles come from here, and therefore are using my phone's microphone, which isn't anywhere near as good as this like semi-professional one that I got here. It's like $50 microphone. It's a pretty good one. The only downside is I just barely tap the desk, and you probably heard a fairly loud noise. Yeah, kind of an loud being. And if I like tap the microphone, that's like a super loud noise. That's just that was just a pop stand, but yeah, it's really sensitive in that. So I got to be careful, like touching my desk and because like the microphone is like clamped to the desk. So like any vibrations on the desk really carry into the mic. That kind of sucks. A higher quality mic wouldn't do that, but as long as I'm careful not to do that, this mic's pretty good and about as good as like the super high end ones. Aside from that, so I mean the super high end ones are better, but like it's marginal gains. Yeah, and I probably sound better in videos because I do put the sound through Audacity and like fix the sound quality and all that, make it a little nicer. Like I spent some time doing that. I was actually at that for like half an hour last night for my Street Fighter video. I finished recording it. I also finished recording The Human, which is my next remake that's coming out. I haven't done any editing on The Human yet, whereas the Street Fighter, the audio has been edited, but I still have to piece everything together and cut out all the ums and ahs and breaks and all that, and have to correct the lighting and stuff, which is something that I do, and add in all the visual elements, like the things moving up and down and all that fun stuff, and like take the pictures. So there's still a lot that needs done on those videos, but if you guys want and you guys want to help out, something that you could do, like I was saying, is make a list of like all my videos with like bad audio quality, and like, I don't know, make up just like a playlist that's just like, I don't know, bad audio quality of mine, and like, maybe make it like unlisted. It's probably not a good idea to like have that public or anything. Just add like videos to it whenever you happen to notice one. If someone could do that, that would be like really awesome. Or maybe I could, if you just like send me links on my Discord. I could pick a room where you guys could like send me links of like videos that are bad, and I could make like a playlist, an unlisted playlist that you guys could like, submit stuff to. That could be a thing. And the reason for that is so that I can know what videos I should remake. Unfortunately, the streams of yours I've watched have conflicted timeline with others. I'll have to look out for a live stream soon. Fair enough. Conflicted timeline with others. What do you mean with others? Like other streams you watch, or like, which is fair. Like, I'm not the only streamer out there in the world. Like, I get that. Not even close. I'm not even anywhere near the biggest. Like, I am a very small time streamer. Like, I have 4 people watching right now, which to me, I'm like, wow, I got 4 people watching. That's awesome. And that is actually like top 1%. At least on Twitch, it'd be like top 1%. Probably even better on YouTube. I don't know. But, that's nothing compared to like actual big streamers. But, I'm still happy with it. So, I get it. Like, there's other people you might want to watch. And like there's other D&D people you might want to watch. Like, I know of several D&D people that do live streams. Like, I know One Shot Questers live streams every so often. He does some good stuff. Plus on Twitch, there's like, Critical Role is the big one. So, I get it. I am probably going to be streaming on Twitch myself starting Friday, some Baldur's Gate 3. So you want to check that out. I got a link pinned there. Should also pin to my Discord, hopefully. If someone could let me know if that's working, if they see the pinned message that I have in chat that has, it should have a link to both Discord and Twitch. Twitch is the more prominent one, but it should have both. So I'll be streaming some Baldur's Gate 3 Friday. That's the plan, at least. Be a random one, so you get to watch chaos unfold as I play a Dark Urge with no real like idea what's going to be happening, because every decision is made by the dice, like literally. So that'll be a thing. I might even like make difficulty set by the dice. Probably no mods for the first one, and then like once I beat it, maybe I'll do another one where Twitch chat controls every decision. So like you get to choose which character I play, and every decision I make. And like if I'm not doing an origin run, which with the Twitch chat one I could. I don't plan on doing that for this one, but I've never done an origin run actually. But if you guys want to make me do a Shadowheart run or something, then that's what I'll do. It'll kind of be up to you guys who I play, what decisions I make, whether I multi-class or not, and then like what classes I take, what decisions I make when I get dialogue options in all that. And I'll basically the second run through Baldur's Gate 3 will probably be extremely pull heavy. Yeah. I just found a new spell to enchant a bow that's called Arrow Split. Oh, that is a really awesome one. Yeah, Arrow Split is an amazing, amazing one. Yeah, that makes that's like kind of a must-have for archers because yeah, it makes it so that all of your attacks you do 2 attacks. I think there's like a small penalty to your attack roll for it, but it is so worth it to get 2 attacks with every attack. So yeah, you can get like a lot of attacks per turn. I think, man, I'm trying to remember exactly how many you can get, but it's a lot. Like with Rapid Shot, I think you get like 10 attacks per turn, and if you're adding haste on that, I think you can get up to like 12 attacks per turn. It's kind of insane. Like how many shots you get a turn. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. There is one slight downside with that in that I think that's arrow split, or maybe that's a different spell or a different thing. But I know there's a thing where you get like 2 arrows every time. Might be arrow split, yeah. But the downside is you do have to declare both attacks at once. So you every single time that you attack, you have to make 2 attacks at once. You have to declare who they're on. So, that means that you might have wasted damage where, if you really want to make sure you kill this guy, you might want to put 2 arrows on him. But, the first one killed him. Well, I guess that second attack was kind of wasted then. That is a slight downside, but it's still very much worth it. It's still really strong, even with that slight downside of, you are going to waste a few attacks every now and then. It's not that big a deal. Yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty good. It is an extremely good one, and it makes for a really powerful, like mostly ranger build. I think the build that I usually do when I run something like that is like mostly ranger, but with like 1 or a few levels in scout, and then you take the feat that lets like ranger and scout level stack for a lot of purposes. It can be really powerful. Yeah, getting like a lot of the scout stuff, even though you only have like 1 level in it. Great for ranged rogue. Yeah, that can be good for ranged rogue as well. Some of the problems with rogue though is I don't know if you get sneak attack on both. Well, I guess if it's on different targets, then yeah. If it's on different targets, yeah, you could get sneak attack on each one. You can't like sneak attack the same person twice with the same weapon in the same turn. That is kind of a thing, but yeah. With ranged, you can hit a large number of them with sneak attack. Yeah, that's not bad. You do still have your 30-foot range with that, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. And it's kind of difficult to get the sneak attack range up past 30 feet. There's not too many ways to do it. There are ways, don't get me wrong, but there's not that many, which is a little bit problematic. Yeah. Oh, and when you see me on Twitch, it will be a better viewing experience. Unfortunately, I can't use my OBS software when I stream here on YouTube because just the way OBS works, it's only free if you're only using it with one service. If you're using your stream key across multiple different platforms, then they charge you for that feature. So that's why I'm not using OBS to stream on YouTube, because I have that set up with Twitch, and trying to change it would be a pain in the butt. So yeah, when I start streaming on Twitch, which will probably be Friday, it will be a different setup. I'll still be here in the same spot, but you'll kind of only see like a box around me. I'll be in like the corner of your screen. Then you'll have the gameplay up, and yeah. Let's see if I can like kind of show it. I might be able to. I might be able to kind of show what it looks like, give like some idea of it. Yeah, give me a sec. I have a sneaky method that I'm going to use to kind of show what it looks like. Okay, so Twitch. Old school. Modern. So yeah, it'll look like that. And then let me. Yeah, so let me just. I'm just going to take a picture of my other screen and then show you the picture, because that seems like a way to do it. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what it's going to look like. Weird. Did I get an echo? Huh. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, that's basically what it looks like. I'll just get the glare from my ring light, but that's just the ring light in the background. But yeah, so you can kind of see that. Ignore the ring light glare, which is really bad. So you can see, stupid thing, cancel out. There you go. But yeah, you can see like I'll be there in the corner, and then like the gameplay's up top. Like that's kind of what it'll look like. Way nicer than what I got right now, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like. And yeah. So yeah, I just figured I'd show you, give you an idea of what to expect when you're on Twitch, because it is a higher quality live stream. Yeah. And yeah, because YouTube, I'm not able to do as much, unfortunately, because of OBS restrictions and all that stuff. And yeah, I'd have to pay. I'd have to pay to be able to do it, which yeah, kind of sucks. Can't afford it. You can sneak attack the same person multiple times in the same round. You can. I mean, if you use like one hand and the other hand, I think it works, but I don't think it works if you're just like stabbing someone multiple times in the same round. I don't think multiple of them count as sneak attack. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the case. But like I said, I could be wrong. Let's see if I can figure out this index thing in the player's handbook to see if I can look it up. Because that's something I kind of forgot was a thing. Sneak attack rogue, page 50. Okay, it's just under the rogue. All right. Let's see if we can find how it works. Precision damage, page 42, rules compendium. I don't have the rules compendium on hand at the moment. Like it's across the room. Let's see. Sneak attack. Deals extra damage anytime the should a rogue score a critical hit. Extra damage not multiplied. Yep. Range attacks. Counter sneak attacks. With a sap, blackjack, or arm strike, a rogue can make a sneak attack. This is normal. Rogue can sneak attack only living creatures with desirable enemies. A rogue cannot sneak attack while striking the limbs of a creature whose vitals are beyond reach. A vital spot and must be able to reach such a spot. Interesting. Yeah, not saying anything there. You said rules compendium. Let me grab that. Page 42. All right. Give me a sec. Find my rules compendium. There we are. I grabbed some books to be prepared, but rules compendium was not one of them. It's not like I'm grabbing every single book. Precision damage applies on any attacks that meet the requirements of ability that grants the damage. curious if it specifically says multiple per turn, because a number of abilities in the game allow creature to deal extra damage by striking. See, precision damage applies on any attack that meets the requirements. Made during a full attack. Yeah. Conditions somehow change between multiple attacks. Yeah, it looks like it does work on multiple attacks. Deal precision damage with any weapon he can wield, but he must wield that weapon in the optimal way. If the attacker takes a -4 penalty to deal non-lethal damage with a lethal weapon, for example, no precision damage is possible. Okay, that makes sense. Range attacks, precision damage applies only against living. To deal precision, the attacker must see or otherwise sense the target accurately enough to pick out a vital spot. To deal precision damage, an attacker must be able to reach the bonus. Damage from those dice is never multiplied. A form of attack that enables an attack to make multiple attacks during an action other than a full round action, such as many shot feet or quicken, scorching waste attack, allows persistent damage applied only to the first attack in the group. Interesting. Okay. To make multiple attacks during an action, many shot, standard action, or a quick and scorch. Interesting. So you can't get multiples from. Interesting. Okay. The last one's. Any attack that meets the requirements. Yeah, it looks like you're right. It does specifically say that. So good to know. I am still planning on trying to run a couple of games. I don't know if you guys are any of you guys interested in joining either of the two games I've thought about running. Either the paid DMing one, which very much understand if you don't want to have to pay $20 a session. Like, I get that, especially in this economy. I don't expect anything from anybody. Or also the to be on one that I'm thinking of at some point if I can get enough players together on Twitch, where for that one you'd have to turn on your webcam and mic and agree to be part of my Twitch stream, which viewers would watch, and I would be the only one getting paid for it, which honestly would not be much. It would be like chump change, and like if I were to try and pay you like 10%, it would like come out to like so little. It's probably not even worth your time. Like in all reality, the amount of like you'd be getting like, not even enough to buy a snack. It'd be very like I don't make crap. Like I legitimately do not. Like my Twitch, like YouTube makes some. Twitch, when I was making money, wasn't like a crazy amount. Like I don't remember the exact numbers, but usually when I made money, it was because like somebody donated. Like at least anytime I made like any real money, if I was making like, some money from like I didn't have many subs. Like, yeah, most of the time I was like, oh yeah, I have like 1 to 3 subs. It was pretty like not a lot. So I'm not making a ton, and ads don't pay much. So that's just the thing with Twitch. So I wouldn't be making much. But if anyone's interested, let me know. So far, no one has expressed interest in joining either game. I've had people say they can't, which, understandable. But if you're interested, let me know. Like either in chat now or like join the Discord and like let me know. Because if like there's people interested, then I'll start getting the ball rolling on getting the game started with either one. Because both are opportunities in my like career for like, because I want to make D&D 3.5 my career. Like, yeah, I already have some pretty big steps in doing that. Like, have you seen my channel? Like, I have like over 1,000 videos about D&D 3.5. Like, yeah, so that is kind of what I'm hoping to do. Like with my career is to like make it around 3.5. I mean, I have my degree in electrical engineering. I definitely would like to do something with that too in the future. That could be an option. But it'd be cool if I could combine the two. It'd be a little tricky, but thought of like some ideas of what I could do to like use my degree to make D&D stuff like custom electronic dice that like it's basically a hybrid of digital and physical dice. So you roll physical dice, like you get your, we'll go with a D20 here. You get it, you roll it on the table. Came out an 18, but basically you roll it into it's a special die that will get rolled into a special table or into a special tray, and it will basically it'll have like some sort of scanner and scanning light on the bottom that will, see where the thing's at, use light scanning from the bottom to see what it says on the bottom, and then know what's on top, because that's how dice work is, if it's an 18 on top, it's a 3 on the bottom. The top, like if you pinch a die, the number, like, and you add the two faces together, regardless of where you pinch, that should, if the die is proper, always equal 1 plus the die. So since this is a D20, it should always equal 21, regardless of where you pinch. The D12, it should always equal 13. Like a 1 and a 12. Wow, I happen to pick the extremes. But then like there's a 6 and an 8. Wait, what? 6 and 8. That is right. That's 14. This is not a properly balanced die. What do you know? Yeah, and 10 and 4. Yeah, that's 14. Yeah. So that's not a properly balanced die. But yeah, properly balanced die will have that. I think the D20 is proper, but some of my others aren't in this metal set that I have here. But, it is what it is. D4 is like the exception because you can't pinch it. It's literally a freaking caltrap. This one's actually is a caltrap that doesn't have rounded edges. It's freaking sharp. I wish I could say yes. It's just not the right time at the moment. All good, man. I get it, and I don't have any real expectations of people like wanting to. Well, my expectations right now are that like maybe there's 1 or 2 people interested in joining, at least from my audience, that would be interested in wanting to join the games, but not quite enough to actually make it happen. I could be wrong, and I would love to be proven wrong, so that there's actual people who would want to join. I may try and get like some friends involved with it too, because I do have some friends who might be interested. So that might be a thing, especially with the Twitch one. Yeah, because that one would be the one that for like building a career. The paid one, honestly, that's more just to help get some like money coming in, because right now like all my money is coming in just from like my mom sending me money because she's nice, and that's kind of how I'm surviving, unfortunately. So that's what it is. I'll get you another stream. All good, Matthew. Good to have had you here. Yeah, my future streams are going to be on Twitch, so they won't be here for a good while. Not until I hit 5,000 subscribers, and when they are, I'm not sure. That's TBD. Yeah, it's going to vary based off of a lot of different things, because I have to figure out. Well, it's going to be years in the future probably, and then I'll have to like, just kind of look at the circumstances and everything and figure out when I'm going to do them. I will say that the next set I should be doing 11 streams instead of just 9, because I always up it by 2. There's a reason for that. I also add half an hour to each one. So instead of being 2.5 hours long, they'll be 3 hours long, and there'll be 11 of them instead of 9. So I do, they get a little longer and they get a little more numerous with each milestone. But yeah, each milestone, we're talking basically doubling in size on terms of my subscriber count on YouTube. So yeah, that's kind of where that's at. But yeah, I was trying to figure out my exact subscriber count, but I'm having a hard time finding my subscribers? Oh, here it is. I found it. Wow, I literally just had to click one more button. So 2,534 subscribers is what I'm at currently. So that is slightly more accurate of a number than what you guys can see, because all you can see is that I have 2.53K subscribers, which Since my subscriber count is still relatively small, you really just can't see that last digit of 4. So yeah, if it's allowed, could you post videos on the Reddit of 3.5? I have posted them in the past. It's been a while. I probably should. And it is allowed. Last I checked, the rules on it are I'm only allowed to post 2 videos a week, I believe, is their rule on that. I think I can't remember the exact one. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, I'm not allowed to post like too frequently, which with how fast I've been making videos, honestly, probably wouldn't be an issue. I just couldn't post my shorts there. Yeah, you're also welcome to post some there too, Snagwolf. That honestly is, that's really awesome when people post my stuff places. Let's see, there's also like the unofficial 3.5 sub, not Reddit, Discord. I'm in there as well. And yeah, I can post there too, actually. I've been forgetting to do that lately. I will try for sure. Yeah, appreciate it if you do. I can definitely try and remember to do that as well. Assuming my Reddit account is good. It got banned for some reason. It got like hacked a while back, and then I got it back, and that was a whole thing. But yeah, that sucked. But then like after like a while after it got hacked, like I didn't log in for a while, and I come back and they're like, "Oh, it's banned." It's like, what? But then I got it back. I think it's still good. Let me check. Let me make sure I still got a Reddit account. Let's make sure it still works. Looks like it's working. Yeah, looks like it's still yeah, looks like it's still working. So that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, I can start posting on there a little bit. I can try posting some other places as well. That's not a bad idea. That honestly helped me start growing a pretty decent amount when I started posting on that subreddit a while back. The subreddit was kind of dead when I first did it too. So they were like, "Well, yeah, whatever. You can post whatever you want." Like we don't care. The subreddit's dying. This will help bring it back to life. But then like I went away for a while, came back, and like started doing that again, and they're like, yeah, no, you can't do that anymore. I was like, all right, well, fine. And then like they were cool about it. They just like, I think they like deleted one of my posts and then like sent me a message saying, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but the rules have changed, blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh, okay, it's just kind of like a casual warning. It's like, all right, that's fine. Like, I get it. They got rules. They understand that that I did it by accident, which I did, or that I probably did it by accident. I mean, they don't know for sure, and I can tell you it was an accident. Yeah, so I was like chill and everything, but yeah, so I can probably start posting. Yeah, I just haven't been. I don't know. I've been forgetting to post a lot. So like when I post my videos to like spread it around after, I really got to start doing that because it does help. Yeah. Yeah. Especially on like my own Discord, I really got to remember to like post there. Because I haven't even been doing that. And like, yeah, obviously I can post on my own Discord. Not only should I be posting on not only should I be sharing them on my Discord, like I should be pinging the role that is an opt-in role that I put there that says, so that people know when videos come out, because that's literally what that's for. Like I set it up to do that and like have not been using it. And like you have to opt in. Like the only way that you'll get pinged for it is if you literally click the button to do it. So like people can't get too upset about it because they literally opted in. Yeah, and like I set it up that way on purpose because I don't want to tick off people. Like, I get people. Not everyone who joins the Discord wants to be pinged every time I get a video, or every time I post a video. But some people do, because I pick the role, and that role literally doesn't do anything other than make sure they get pinged. So yeah, it doesn't give you like any like special access. The only roles on my Discord are, so I have like, my Discord's weird. It's set up like in two different, it's like two Discords merged into one for D&D and one for like the YouTube D&D stuff, and one that was for my Twitch stuff, which was like a completely separate audience. So yeah, now I'm kind of merging them together. Like when I'm going to start streaming on Twitch again, it's going to be Baldur's Gate. I'm going to be focusing more on like D&D type stuff than I was in the past. Done. It is pending. Nice. Appreciate that, Snagwolf. So yeah, that's kind of like going forward. I'm kind of going to be turning Twitch more into like a streaming spot for my YouTube stuff. Yeah, because I didn't tell YouTube when I streamed on Twitch in the past, and I just kind of built a separate audience. And I guess they're going to have to like see me playing Baldur's Gate now. Curious how that'll go, but yeah, and then that'll be kind of joining in with like you guys coming in from YouTube, because I'm actually promoting it now here on YouTube over on Twitch. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. Although I guess right now I'm only promoting it in this live stream, so people who don't watch this live stream, I guess, won't know about it. So that's a thing. So probably might not be getting too many people, but we'll see. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be doing Baldur's Gate 3 because that's more of a D&D thing. Probably do 1, maybe 2 or 3 runs on BG3. Then from there, we'll see where I go from there. Like I say, maybe I'll buy Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. We'll see. Or maybe someone gifts me Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and I'll play them. Like if someone gifts them, heck yeah, I'll play it. If I don't, like if that doesn't happen, which I don't expect, then yeah. But yeah, if someone gifts me that on Steam, I would like definitely play it on Twitch, like for sure. If someone's spending money to buy me a game, yeah, with the expectation of me playing it on Twitch, yeah, I would do that. That's only fair. Do I expect anyone to do that? I don't know. I don't expect anything from anybody. Not really, unless like there's an agreed upon contract. I expect YouTube to give me 55% of all the money that they make off of ads on my videos, because that's the agreed upon rate. But I don't expect. Do I expect people to watch my videos? Not really. Do I expect people to like donate money? No, I very much don't. I was shocked when Jay Knott did it the first time. Well, he only did it once, but I was shocked when he did it. And then when he said catch later a few streams, I thought like he was going to drop another one, but like that's because I didn't see what else he was doing. I'm like, why? What are you doing? Like, what's going on? And I remember that he dropped 50 like a few streams before, so I thought he might be doing it again, but it wasn't the case. And like that's fine. Like I don't expect anything. He's sending me some resources, which is completely cool. Like I genuinely don't expect crap from anyone. Did I think he might have been at the time? Yeah, but that's different. Like nobody owes me anything, unless they agree, unless there's like a contract and like there's an agreement and all that, and generally that's not the case. Yeah, you guys are all here for the love of the game, and if I stop providing good content, I expect everyone to leave. Like that's kind of my expectation on things. You guys don't owe me anything. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Yeah, and I I feel like I kind of owe you guys some stuff, but not too much. It's just sort of I make video, you watch. If you like, if you don't like, then you stop watching. It's pretty simple stuff. Trust is earned, Yeah. I know I'm rambling a bit, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on Which will probably be a thing that I'm doing. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there. Granted, we still have another hour and a half left. This isn't even half done. Do you use flaws? Not usually, but I like them. It's a cool idea. I just haven't got a lot of experience with them. But yeah, I'm completely down to do that if people want to use flaws. Well, in the games that I'm starting, probably not, largely because they're going to be core only to begin with. And I think it's Unearthed Arcana. I could be wrong, where flaws are a thing. So basically, until you find Unearthed Arcana, you're not there. There's not going to be a there's not going to be flaws in the world. That's not going to be a thing until the book is unlocked. But yeah, once the book's unlocked, sure. But that's just kind of the game I'm going to be running is like you can't pick any prestige classes outside of core. You can't pick any classes outside of core. You can't pick any feats outside of core. Nothing outside of core, period, until that book is unlocked. Once that book is unlocked, everything in that book is allowed. And the world will change to be like immersive. Like it won't just be like for you, it'll be for everybody. Like the entire world will suddenly have this open up. And when this happens, I'll probably give you guys like a one-time shot to retrain anything. But it has to be something that's like retrained into the new book. You can't like do a complete retrain. It'll have to be something that like involves the new book. Or like I guess you can make an argument that's like, well, I would have made like if you add one thing that's for the new book and then you want to change another thing that's not. I guess you could try and hit me with the argument of, well, the only reason I didn't have this other one was because it doesn't really work well without this new one. So now that this new one's in, it's like, okay, well, I guess that's fair. Like if you got an argument like that, I'd probably allow it. But yeah, that's basically what I do. In general, I haven't used flaws, but I could see myself doing that in future games. And I do like when DMs include flaws, and I'm the player. So yeah, and if anyone's got a game that they're running, like I'm down. I'm always down to join games if anybody wants to like have me in a game. So yeah, as long as it's like 3.5. 5e or like Pathfinder, maybe I'd be down. Other systems, again, maybe. Like it kind of depends. 3.5, almost certainly though. Yeah. But yeah, other systems like Pathfinder, 5e, GURPS, there's a decent chance I'd be down, especially for those ones. For other systems, like ones I haven't played, because those I literally just listed all the systems I've played. Really, I guess I played a little Vampire the Masquerade, but not much. I don't like to think about that game. Not that I dislike the system, which is a bad group for me. Anywho, right now working on feats out of Complete Warrior, as you may have noticed, literally just going down the list. That is literally how I do things. I literally just go down the list in order. It didn't feel like that for a while because a lot of videos were pre-recorded. So you would get things a little bit out of order just because like they were recorded in order, but they weren't uploaded in order, if that makes any sense. Let's see. What's the next one I get? Oh, favorite power attack, I guess, is going to be my next feat to cover. Cool. Favorite enemy, power attack, base attack 1 is +4. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that one's actually kind of okay from what I remember. Let me subtract another from. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Could actually go well with Frenzied Berserker's ability too, to really like make power attacks strong against like particular things. Favorite power attack's actually not a bad one at all. Can be very strong, especially if you're fighting a lot of the same stuff. Also working through Complete Adventure on prestige classes. Street Fighter is what I'm on now. Like I've been saying that for a while. That has been the case. It takes a while for me to get these out. Well, my first live stream that I did, I wasn't saying Street Fighter. I was saying Spy Master. But I finished the Spy Master a little while ago, and that's been live on the channel for like a week or two now. So, yeah, Street Fighter, fully recorded, got the audio edited. Just got to do everything else, which is a decent amount. And then working on a video about how I taught my girlfriend, well, at the time girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, the video was shot 2.5 years ago, how to play 3.5. That video has been taking forever. Been editing the crap out. It's very, very heavily edited. I put so many hours into it. I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with the X part now because, yeah, probably shoot. I haven't talked to her in like over a year. Probably shoot her a random message saying, hey, remember that video? I'm just going to be posting it now once it gets close. And then like in the video, I'll probably say, we were dating at the time. This video was shot over 2.5 years ago. We are no longer dating. Just kind of a disclaimer at the start or something. Maybe put something similar at the end. I don't know. Not quite sure how I'm going to handle that. That's going to be weird. But I put in so much hours. I'm not uploading it. It just doesn't feel like an option to me at this point. And then, yeah, working on a video on human. I mean, that shows the human, but it also shows like a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, that's going to be another one that I'm making out of Player's Handbook. Yeah, hoping that'll get a lot of use. The human, since it's far less niche than most videos that I do. Yeah, I'm going back and redoing like the OG stuff, hoping that those will get better views because, you know, the old crappy quality videos that I made years ago on them get pretty good views, most likely just because it's core and in the Player's Handbook, and that's what everyone's searching for. So my hope is, you know, now that I remake, when I remake them in better quality, that people will, more people will click on it and enjoy it, and it'll get me more views and more subscribers and get this channel growing faster. That's the hope. I'm always trying to grow the channel. So, like, I'm always trying to do whatever I can to make this channel bigger and grow faster. Trying to learn how to make better videos. Not the best at it. Editing is not something I'm too naturally amazing at. I struggle a bit with audio quality, especially when trying to get stuff off of my phone. Especially since I lost my whatchamajigger. I had a little bag with a which had my lapel mic, but I can't find the bag with the lapel mic. So that's been a bit of an issue for me with like recording videos, especially at like different angle. When I try and get like different camera angles, that can be a real problem. I got like my loud AC, I got the fan, plus I've had pest problems in the past. So I've got like pest controls, like ultrasonic things, which I think are messing with the video audio a bit. So I've been trying to figure out what exactly is causing the problems and what I can do to fix it, because the audio is not coming in particularly clean. Yeah, when I do them like super up close, it's not a problem. Like when I do my feats, since like I'm literally holding my phone in my hand, you know, that makes it less of an issue. And then like when I do the same angle for like when I'm going over the requirements, you know, that's literally the same thing as the feeds. I just hold my phone sideways instead. So the audio tends to be pretty good. But aside from that, the other ones tend to be a little bit problematic and get a lot of distortion and noise, which kind of sucks. And I'm figuring out how to deal with that. So the sections where I go over like what the thing is, like the class, prestige class, whatever, and then when I'm over in this chair here, talking about what you get, that one tends to be kind of bad too, because like the fan's right there, and then I got my AC like fairly close to where the camera is. I don't know. It's difficult. I do what I can in post to try and clean things up, but there's only so much I can do. Like, I put a lot of effort into like trying to get rid of all the noise, but I can only do so much, unfortunately. Which is kind of why the quality is not the best on a lot of them. But I'm really trying. I'm trying to figure out what the best is. So if anyone knows anything about this stuff, like, I am very open to help if anyone wants to like work with me and figure out how to make this stuff better. I don't expect anyone to know stuff, but yeah. Thumbnails, I had a friend like teach me how to do it. That's how I was able to like get a big boost back in 2020. It's when I had a big boost in my channel. Like, growth went up massively late 2020, and that was because my friend taught me how to do thumbnails, and that got me like really back into it. I started getting back into the swing, and like, I had a huge growth. The first time I had like real growth in my channel, like, ever. Like, I was stagnant for years before 2020, and I just could not break it, and it was so discouraging because I'd keep trying to make videos, and they'd keep like, I keep getting like no real progress on growth. Like, my most viewed month ever for such a long time was from my first year, and I could never get past that peak until 2020 when my friend helped me. So I'm hoping that, I find something else to get me another big jump with quality and all that, but I haven't found it yet, unfortunately. That's YouTube for you. Yeah. Just, I guess, talking out loud. No one's asked a question in a while, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, those are the videos I'm working on. Thinking of maybe starting another video at some point. But basically, how I like my system for making videos. I got to get some sleep, good sir. Glad you're growing. Hope to chat with you in the future. Yeah. Always welcome to chat. I'm pretty sure you added me on Discord, so always welcome to chat with me there. I'm going to be live on Twitch now, so definitely, if you haven't already, checked me out on there and like drop a follow so you can catch me when I'm streaming on Twitch on Friday, probably. That's the plan, at least, is I'm going to start doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams on Twitch playing Baldur's Gate 3. At least that's the plan for the foreseeable future. We'll see how well it goes, but yeah, that's the plan. I hope you have a good one. Yeah. I can't remember what I was saying before that, but yeah. Yeah, I'm planning on trying. Oh yeah, new videos. So basically, how my system for like in a day for like how much I put into the channel, it's interesting. So I always shoot to try and reply to at least one old comment to try and catch up on them. And it's a stupid system, but what I do is after I do some sort of content, I'll work on comments. So after the first thing that I do to make videos or to make content for the channel, which is right now always a short on a feed, after I do that, then I will reply to one comment. After the second one, which is working on doing one step in the process for my first long form video, which is like the standard series long form video, which right now is a Street Fighter. So, class race, prestige class, which is my standard series. So I'll do that. That's like the second thing that I do for the channel in the day. And after that, 2 comments. And then the third one, I work on that video where I taught my girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, how to play 3-5. So basically I ran through a game with her. After that, 3 comments. And then I do the next thing, which is work on remaking an old video from like the Player's Handbook. Right now it's Player's Handbook, but eventually it'll be DMG, and then probably start working on whatchamajigger, the just like random splat ones that just are bad quality, and they really deserve to be made in higher quality because the audio is just unlistenable. Like it's just really bad. So eventually it'll be those. But that's the fourth one, and then 4 comments, and then after that it'll be a new one. I haven't got that far where I had to do a 5th thing. But yeah, and if I stream, that also counts as 1, so that like puts me 1 ahead. But yeah, so I haven't got to a 5th thing after that. But basically, I have to say that is the more comments you guys drop on my videos and stuff, the more work I put into the channel. That's kind of the system I got going right now. How long will I stick with that system? I have no idea. But I'm autistic. I like to make random weird systems that often don't make a lot of sense. And that just kind of helps me function. That's just kind of how I am. So yeah, the long and short, at least for right now and for the foreseeable future, although that could be a week, could be a month, could be a year, I don't freaking know. The more comments you drop, the more I make, or like the more content I make. So more comments dropped, more by you guys means more videos that more time I spend making new videos for you guys. That's just my system right now. So yeah, if you guys want to see more stuff, drop more comments. That will probably make that happen. Just figure out, throw that out there. Yeah. Trying to figure out what to say exactly. Kind of running out of. It's tricky when no one's chatting, but I've got some experience with it. It's tougher when I'm not playing a video game, but it is what it is, and I will power through this and find something to ramble about with D&D 3.5 and the channel and all that for the next hour if no one says anything. Hopefully people do, though, because that'll make the stream better for everybody. Make it way more fun for me to do because, I don't know, it's cool chatting with you guys. Way more fun than just rambling to a camera. Like actually having kind of a conversation with you guys is pretty cool. Probably way better for you because, like, yeah. I don't know. I personally find it way more interesting when people are like when I'm chatting with the streamer. That's just me, though. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so that's kind of where the channel's at. Yeah, let's see what we're at for subscribers. Yeah, 25, 34. I'll refresh it, see if that's changed. Nope, 25, 34, still the same. Not surprised. It's not like it goes up that often. We're talking, I mean, it kind of does. Like, it goes up like, every day or two, like by 1. But like, the odds of it going up, over a given hour, fairly low. The fact that I'm live streaming kind of ups that a lot, but it's not like it's going to go up like too crazy amounts. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if I gained 3 subscribers during the course of a live stream, but most of them I don't gain any. So it is what it is. I don't expect much of anything. So yeah. Yeah, Street Fighter is a pretty good prestige class. It's a weird one. Wow. It's a weird one. It's not bad, but it's weird. I honestly don't know why people would use it. It's fully recorded, the video. It just needs edited, as I've said. Yeah. Like there are some things that still need done. Like I still need to take a picture of the table, and like I still need to do some photography on my book to just take a picture of the Street Fighter and then process that in my computer to make it look nice, and then take a picture of the table and process that to make it look nice, which that's honestly kind of a hard thing to do. Honestly, the table is really hard because it's a lot of the time shadows get involved and that kind of messes with things. And yeah, the shadows really show as a problem with the tables more so than the picture. And by shadows, I mean like the shadow of my hand in the holding the camera between the light. That's actually like a legitimate, that's actually a fairly significant problem that I run into with the pictures that I haven't fully figured out how to mitigate. So that is a thing. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I got to do that still for the Street Fighter, but aside from that, like, and then just like process it, like a lot of editing steps. Get the music in. I'm gonna make sure to make the music a little quieter. That's easy. Hopefully, it's quiet enough. That's kind of a tuning thing to figure out like what's too quiet, what's not too quiet. Like, yeah, it's just kind of figuring out what like the ideal level is. Because if I go too little, it's like there's not even, a lot of people aren't even going to notice there's music playing. But if I go too loud, like it's just like overbearing. So like the last one was a little too loud. Is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of something I got to figure out. But easy enough to like it's easy to change. But fine tuning the exact spot, it's an art. And then like having to re-upload it, like could I like fix it and like re-upload the last video easily? Yeah, that would actually be pretty trivial to do. Would take time to like reprocess everything, but it wouldn't take much work on my part. It would just like be a matter of reprocessing, making the slight change in the video, which takes 2 seconds, reprocessing it, and then re-uploading it to YouTube. But that it's a lot of logistics, but yeah, and also like it kills any traction, so I'm probably not going to do that. But yeah, which is why I kind of got one shot at like getting it right. I don't have great ways to test to make sure the audio level's going to be good for everybody. My ear isn't the most attuned to things, and I don't have a lot of people I can check with on stuff. So it is what it is. But I'm figuring it out, and I do listen to your guys' feedback. I do make a point to read the comments. If I haven't replied to the comment, I probably haven't read it yet. If I've replied, then I have definitely read it. If I've replied, your comment will be liked and hearted and all that. If I haven't, I just haven't got to it, and I'll get to it eventually. I'm way behind on comments, and I do plan to catch up eventually. Hopefully it'll happen soon. And by soon, I mean in the next few months. I am way behind. Like I think I've got video comments from like years that I haven't touched. So I do plan on replying to everything eventually, though. I'm working on it. I'm focusing more on like making new content than I am on replying to comments. So, but like I said before, comments. If you leave more I'm trying to keep up with all the new comments at the very least. I'm doing a pretty good job of that. So leave new comments, then that will mean I make more new videos, and I, still trying to get past the backlog of old comments as well. So yeah, that's kind of where things are. If you guys got any questions, like let me know in chat. Like I'm like this whole thing is a big thank you for helping me hit 2,500 subscribers. So this is like your guys' chance to like chat and like ask me questions, hang out, talk, all that good fun stuff. I'm kind of exhausted most of all that stuff. Let's go through, I guess, since I'm going to be talking about humans, I mean, they're a really, really good race. They're not particularly interesting like lore rides, because, I mean, they're not really a fantasy race. They're kind of the only race that isn't a fantasy race. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm human, and so are you, and so is like everybody you know. Crazy, right? So yeah, not really a fantasy race. It's literally just a self-insert into a fantasy world. Like literally, it's literally just humans, the authors of fantasy, inserting their own peoples into fantasy worlds. Like it's kind of what Tolkien did, although his is interesting. It's not necessarily a fantasy world. In his lore, it's prehistory. It's an alternative prehistory. So, but yeah, humans strong. Like they're really good just because any favors class, and bonus feed. Those are kind of the huge ones. Extra skills also kind of nice. I mean, humans don't really get much else aside from that. They're pretty boring, but those things are really big. Like they don't get any like fluff like night vision or anything. But what they get is quite nice. Yeah. So that's kind of the humans going to be the first one that I cover. And I'm going to cover the other races as well that are in the player's handbook. That I've already covered, but I'm going to like remake them and have them be higher quality than what the video currently shows. What I'll probably do is when I remake the video, I'll probably put it in the old playlist in place of the old video, and then I'll take the old video out and create like a new playlist, which will be like old videos, old redone videos, and like I'll just throw it in there. It's kind of like a legacy thing. So like for a while I'm working on remaking all the races, it's going to be kind of a mix of old videos from years ago and then like new higher quality videos for like some of the races. So it's going to be kind of a weird random mix while it's a work in progress. So that'll be interesting. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I don't know. I think that'll be a decent way to like, I don't know, make sure things get traction and everything. I don't know. That's my thought, at least. I don't know how many of you guys actually follow the playlist, but everything on my channel is very neatly organized into playlists. So yeah, that is a thing. I could probably break it down further, but let's see. What else do I got? Just trying to think of stuff. Yo, what's up? Holman Ortiz, Butego, Holman Ortiz, Butergo. Did I say that right? I've been there's a lot of Latinos where I live, so I kind of know how to say Spanish names a little bit, at least better than most white people. Why do you recommend the book? Why do you recommend the book Ultimate Scoundrel? Ultimate Scoundrel? You mean Complete Scoundrel? It's a good book. I haven't covered it yet, but I haven't recommended it. I think you mean Complete Scoundrel, because I don't think Ultimate Scoundrel is a thing. Could be wrong. Let me double check to make sure on that. I've never heard of Ultimate Scoundrel. And Complete Scoundrel is, Ultimate Scoundrel isn't a book. Complete Scoundrel is most likely what you're referring to. It's a pretty good book. It's got some good stuff in it. Like, it's kind of a continuation of Complete Adventurer. It's kind of like it's basically like a secondary book of Complete Adventurer. The way I see it, the complete books, there's 8 of them in total, and they're like separated into like 2 categories of 4 each. You have the Complete Warrior, Complete Arcane, the Complete Divine, and the Complete Adventurer. That book. My English is really bad. Sorry, it's all good, man. It's all good. From Colombia. Thank you. Hey, all good. I know a little Spanish. I've worked with like the last job I was working fast food with a lot of Latinos, so I know a little Spanish. Mi español es no muy bueno, pero yo hablo español. No mucho, though. I do know a little bit, not a lot, as I just poorly said in Spanish. But it's not a bad book, but it's like kind of the secondary books, because then you have like the Complete Mage, the Complete Psionics, the Complete Scoundrel, and then the Complete I always forget that last one. I can't remember the name of the last one, but Yeah, those ones are like kind of secondary. They're kind of based off the other ones. Like the Complete Mage is kind of like a continuation of both Complete Divine and Arcane. Complete Scoundrel is kind of a continuation of Complete Adventurer. Psionics is kind of its own thing. And then the other one, which I can't remember its name, is it's kind of a continuation of like Complete Warrior and Divine a little bit. It's kind of a continuation of a few of them, but yeah, uh, yeah, those are those are the books. So like, and part of the reason why I say that like those are like the secondary complete books is those ones don't have any prestige classes in, or not prestige. They don't have any base classes in them, whereas the first four do, and they also, as most of them don't. I don't think any of them do. I don't know. They're just a lot of them like they came out later and like they call on stuff that was done previously in other books. Like Complete Scoundrel called on a lot of stuff that's from Complete Adventurer. Like a lot of the stuff in Complete Scoundrel is very much based off of Complete Adventurer. So yeah, but it's a good book. I haven't looked at it super close. I haven't covered it on the channel yet. I will. It's on the list. In terms of feats, it'll be a little while, but in terms of prestige classes, fairly soon. I'm not sure which one I'm covering next. It might be Scoundrel. I'm almost done with Adventurer, and once I finish Adventurer, I'm either going to do Scoundrel, Mage, Psionics, or the other one. So it's going to be one of those after that. Haven't decided which one I'm going to do next, but it could be Scoundrel. It's very much on the list. It's one of the next four that's going to get covered. And then after that, probably Exalted Deeds. And then after that, actually, I don't know. It might not be Exalted Deeds. I'm not sure what I'm covering after that. Might go with like the Stormwreck stuff, like Stormwreck, Frostburn, Sandstorm. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to finish all the complete books before I get to any of that. But yeah, I got a lot still to cover. There's so much more material left for me to cover. I am not worried about running out of material. Yeah, I got material to last me 4 years. Like even if I go at a fast rate, this was still going to last me a few years. Like I could easily keep this going for like 4 or 5 years before I run out of material, even if I'm moving at a quick pace, which I don't entirely expect to be doing. So, yeah, that's kind of where that's at. But it's a cool book. I can pull it up real quick. Let me do that, actually. I don't have it, like, on me. It's, like, over here, where you guys can't see me and I have to, like, walk off screen. Which is why I try not to do it too much, because, I don't know, it's not the most exciting to see me, like, well, to not see me and only be able to hear me, like, kind of. I'm not sure how good my mic's picking up for me over here, but I am talking. Yeah. You know, maybe I'll find, oh, Champion, there we go. That's the other one that I keep forgetting, Complete Champion. That's the book that I always forget its name. Scoundrel very well might be the next one I cover. I'm not sure. Haven't decided yet. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the last of my live streams like this. So yeah, I'll be streaming on Twitch. I have the link pinned in chat. If you want to like follow me there, so you can catch that. I'm playing some Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 3, doing kind of a random run. If anyone's interested in that, that's kind of where I'm going to be at in terms of live streams. Still going to be making videos though. Only going to be streaming for, you know, probably a couple hours a week, or a couple hours to stream, and like 3 streams a week. I haven't decided how long yet, but it'll probably be the same time. Although things are subject to change. Yeah. So as I thought, no base classes, but a number of prestige classes. Anything particular you wanted to know about in here? Because, you know, there's, you know, a decent amount of stuff in this book. And I'll get to feats at some point on here too. There's actually a lot of really good feats in this book. This book, as well as Complete Adventurer. Complete Adventurer started it, but this one like took it to a whole other level. There's like a lot of feats that like combine two classes together for multi-classing, and like almost all of those are either an Adventurer or Scoundrel. Adventurer kind of like did some of the basic stuff, and then Scoundrel they like hit all the stuff that was missing. So that is very much a thing, and some pretty good stuff. Yeah. Like Daring Outlaw, Daring Warrior. Pretty sure both of those are combo ones. I'm not sure what Daring is or Outlaw and Warrior. Warrior's probably Fighter, Outlaw. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what half of these are. I'd have to like look them up. I'm just literally just looking at them off of the freaking table of contents. But yeah, normally when you see like stuff that have a few things that have the same, like Swift Ambusher and Swift Hunter, those are Scout. I know that one. Swift Hunter is a dang good feat that combines Scout and Ranger. That one I just know off the top of my head. Whereas Swift Ambusher, I'm not sure. I'm guessing Scout and Rogue, probably. Not for sure on that one, actually. But yeah. I don't know. There's just some, like, this one has some really good feats. I haven't looked too much at, like, the prestige classes. In this one, I don't know. Just haven't. There haven't been a lot that have been brought to my attention. And I haven't looked at it. Like, I haven't gone through it too closely. It's a book I obtained somewhat recently-ish. And I don't know, I haven't really taken the time to look through the books that I've got more recently. I don't know, I haven't been as into the game as I have been in the past. Not that, like, I don't love 3.5 still, I do, but, like, I don't know. It's just been harder as I've gotten older and stuff, and I burn out for the channel a little bit. I'm fighting through that, and I'm not really burned out at the moment or anything, but yeah, I just haven't gotten around to like digging deep into all the books that I have, especially the newer ones. The stuff I've covered, I've dug pretty deep into all those books, like even prior to me covering them. And I have these books, so like when people like say, "Oh, check out this prestige class," or "Hey, check out this feat from this book," it's like, "Oh, well, I have the book. Let's check it out," and like, let's look up on it. But aside from that, I generally don't. Like I used to when I first got into it, but I don't know. The more stuff there is, the harder it is to look into more stuff, and like it just takes a lot of energy. When you got autism and ADHD, you burn out pretty quick when you get. It gets overwhelming. So, but I'm figuring it out, and it is kind of my job to like learn this stuff. So. But I'm not going to lie to you and say, "Oh, I am the absolute expert and know everything on 3.5." No, I don't. I know a lot. I know a lot off the top of my head, and I know enough that I can look at anything and be like, "Oh, yeah, this is good. This is bad. This could mix with this. This could do this." And I can come up with like a lot of options and like see how things could be used, or like just like with my experience with the game, I can, see whether it would like be overpowered or underpowered, stuff like that. Like, I can get a pretty good feel on things just by like looking at things fairly quickly, which is kind of what makes this channel work in a big way. But think I know everything? No. I have like people I talk to make sure like I don't miss stuff when I make my videos. Beats less so, but those are just kind of quick, bang, 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 get them out quick. Those ones are much low. They're much lower effort, but it's shorts. It is what it is. The actual like full long form videos, yeah, those I put a lot of effort into. Live streams, I hit live. I do work while I'm live. There's no editing. I mean, obviously, live streams are kind of, you see what you see is what you get, with a lot of live streams. Like even big live streamers, like, they put some work in the back end, like, setting things up, but things aren't edited. When you watch a video of the live stream after, it is, but yeah, you know, things happen in live streams like this. If you guys want to see more live streams, because this is my last one on YouTube until I hit 5,000 subscribers, which got a long ways to go. Hopefully it won't be too long. If we knock that out in 6 months, that'd be awesome. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. I think it's going to take like 2-3 years before I hit 5,000 subscribers. That's just facts. Well, not facts. That's just, I don't know, based off of past experience. That's what I suspect. That's how long I suspect it'll take. I don't think the channel's plateaued, which is why I think I can double in size every 2 to 3 years. But which is basically what I mean by doing these every 2 to 3 years, because I double in size every time I hit a new milestone, because that's how the milestones are organized. But yeah, Twitch is kind of like YouTube is very much exponential growth. The bigger you are, the faster you grow. So yeah, it could be another probably 2 to 3 years before I get to 5,000. That's what I expect. It would be great if it was sooner, but there's only so much I can do about that. That comes down more to you guys hitting the subscribe button than anything. But I do have a lot of control in it. Like, how fast am I putting out videos? That's going to make people subscribe faster, probably. How fast am I putting out shorts? Am I replying to comments regularly? Are my videos high quality? Am I working on that? Like, there's a lot of stuff I can do to make the videos, like, to make subscribers come in by like making more and better content. Last year, I managed to acquire a good collection of 3-5 books. Nice. I'd like to get the Elder Evils, the Book of 9 Swords. The Elder Evils, you mean like Book of Vile Darkness? Or you're talking about, I'm not sure which book. There's a lot of books that could be. The Book of 9 Swords is a great one. Complete Psion. I have the Book of 9 Swords, yes, which is a great one. Complete Psionics, I have. Expanded Psionics also have. Complete Scoundrel books. Yep, I have. The only one I don't have is, I don't have anything called Elder Evils, but that might be a misname again, or maybe it's not. It very well might not be. Nope, it is not a misname. I just do not have. I don't have that book. I haven't heard of it, but it definitely sounds like a book that could exist, which is why I'm like, yeah, that is very much a real book. Found a PDF of it actually extremely easily. Yeah. Yeah, literally found a PDF like first link on Google. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that one. Interesting. Just kind of flipping through the PDF, trying to get some sort of gauge of what this book is. Oh, hi there. What's up, Draconic Driz? Yeah, Draconic Driz T, 6383? Random numbers, looks like. Hi there, M5E player, new to Exploring 3E. Nice. Welcome. Just watching your video suggesting to use 3 over 5. Have been collecting 3rd edition volumes of the core rule books for reference. Fair. I have all the core books, but accidentally bought 3.0 versions of DM and MM instead of 3.5. That's fair enough. I have the 3.0 as well. That's a weird story how I got those. Just found them on my door one day. I hear broadly 3.5 is better. but wanted to ask if it's radically different. It's not radically different, but it is different. So the difference between 3 and 3.5 is pretty similar to the difference between 5 and 5.5, from what I understand, because apparently 5.5 is the new thing that came out. Yeah, I forget what they were trying to call it, like 1D&D or whatever. The new thing that's come out with 5. It's kind of the same thing. Basically, they like 3.5 is they had 3.0 out for a while, and then basically 3.0. The main difference is 3.0, I think, was originally designed as like an open like beta playtest. So it was just a version that they sold for a couple of years, and then I think they might have always intended to replace it with 3.5, and that like 3.0 was just sort of like, hey, we're following feedback. People who are playing the game are listening to it, and then we're gonna like tweak it and make it better based off of like what other people play. So 3.0, I think, was actually like an open beta, which is interesting for a TTRPG. And then like 3.5 is, like the actual the actual game, like official finished game. So yeah. But yeah, I have the 3.0 and 3.5 books. So if you have the 3.0 books, what you can do is you can actually look online to find like there's like these conversion table things that you can find online, or like you can buy if you want as well. And like if you want a physical one, and basically it'll say, hey, this is what it says, this is what it changes to in 3.5. So basically it'll just tell you like what all the changes are. So yeah, the player's handbook, the fact that you have that in 3.5 is good, because that one's probably the most important one to make sure you have actually in 3.5. But yeah, just buy like there's little like they're not hardback things, but there's like these little softback little like pamphlet things that you can get. At least I think that's what they are. I haven't actually seen one physically, but yeah, there's like little conversion books for 3.0 to 3.5 for the core at the very least. I think there are for a number of splat books as well that are 3.0. So yeah, definitely something new to look into potentially. I could always try and get the 3.5 books. They ain't cheap though, I'll tell you that much. Like, yeah, especially if you want the core books. Like this right here is not a cheap book. Yeah, I think this is probably this is in really good condition, so that's part of it. It isn't new, but I think that'll probably cost you like $200-300 online to get something like that. This Complete Scoundrel, it's going to be a bit cheaper. This is probably like $60 maybe. Yeah. My original Player's Handbook's probably going to be a bit cheaper too, because it's not in great condition. It got played with pretty heavily back in the day. The binding's pretty worn. There's definitely some damage to it. A friend thought it was his book and freaking circled stuff. So that's a thing. He thought it was his book, but it was my book, and he circled stuff. So it's like, oh great, well now I have like some stuff on a page circle. It's not the biggest deal. I don't plan on selling it anyways. And then I also have another Player's Handbook, which is way, way more. Well, I think it's way, way more. This is worth several $100s at least. I know that much. That is the same Player's Handbook that I just showed you a second ago, but it's sealed. This is still new in wrap. Brand new. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that thing's worth a pretty penny. I've kept it in the wrap, new, unused, for years, since like 2013 when I bought it. And I did that just because I figured it'd probably be worth something someday. So I've been keeping it as something of an investment, but also kind of to show off, if I'm being honest. I can look it up. I'm curious how much would a Player's Handbook go for? 2.5 PHB. Let's go shopping. Yeah, the old one in not the greatest condition, maybe $60. I guess they're not going as much as I thought they would. That's crazy. I would have thought they'd be worth a lot more. $9, bull crap. Oh, it's drive-through. No wonder. 160 for the premium new. Oh, it's cheaper than I thought. Interesting. Yeah, so I have a few books. Some of those are really expensive. That's great news. Thank you. As I managed to get 3.5 DM on eBay, but wasn't sure. I was going overkill getting it. Though I'm glad you're like me in wanting mint versions and reading copies. Yeah, I prefer I prefer them to be in high quality, but like I don't know, when I buy used stuff online, I don't really mind so much if they're not in the greatest condition. I do like them to be in good condition. I don't want them falling apart. But yeah, probably as bad as my like original player's handbook is probably the lowest I would want to buy anything. And even that's kind of pushing it. Let's see if I can find my original player's handbook to see to show you like how it's not in the greatest condition. I'll bring a monster manual too. That one's got some water damage. Unfortunately, I spilled water on it. I got a whole book about, not a whole book, a whole video about about that one. And so it does have some damage, but I did turn it into a video, so that's something. I don't know how much I recoup the losses for the damage to my DMG, but by making a video about it, but probably not anywhere near what it was worth. But I did do that. Where's my player's handbook? I'm trying to find my other one. It's on the shelf here somewhere. I know that much. I think. Over here? Nope, nothing there. Used to be, but not anymore. So I'm trying to find it. I have seen my old, the other player's handbook too. Complete Divine, Sandstorm, Race of Stone, Prosper, Portfolio, Complete Sounded, Complete Champion, Monster Man, any of the points is WS 6K, Armament and Equipment Guide. I have that? I forgot I had the Armament and Equipment Guide. Oh yeah, I got that a while back. Huh. I found my player's handbook. Ah! I got a note from Evo. No! I got like a bunch of review of blocking them. So, yeah, so my original player's handbook, it's not in the greatest condition, but like it's falling apart a little. You can see like there's some damage on the spine. This is old. And you can see like it's kind of worn the spine, like it's got some pretty heavy play. The pages are they're in decent condition. This is the one where like my friend drew on it a little, like it wasn't much, but like you can see he like circled a couple of columns, like bro. And then I think he circled the monk and the sorcerer, and then like erased the sorcerer after I said something. But like that damages it too, so it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's kind of one of those things. Damage was done, might as well leave it in. There's a ton of pages, and like, it sticks on a few pages just because it's been open to those pages for so long. Because I use it a lot. DMG, I would say it's in better condition, but I did spill some water on it, and then you can see, like the pages are kind of warped there. It doesn't show super well, but like, yeah, the pages are here are like all warped and like not nice looking. Because I think I was filming a video and like I had water, it spilled. Is what it is. Things happen. So yeah. So they're not all in amazing condition, but they were at one point. I try and keep them in good condition. I'm curious. Let's see if I can find out how much money I made off of that video. Just because I am legitimately curious. Yeah. Let's see. Advanced mode. Let's see. Trying to find the video. Viewers, estimated revenue. Wow. Oh, not daily. Let's not do it last 20 days since published. According to this, looks like I made about a penny off of that video. So yeah, definitely did not recoup the losses. Not surprising. I would have expected more than a penny, but you know, it is what it is. It's not like that popular of a video. So yeah. In a similar vein, what are your thoughts? Let's see. Oh wow, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Holloman Ortiz. The monster manuals are great. Yeah, I have all the monster manuals. They're my favorites. The Player's Handbook 2, the Dungeon Master's Guide have some interesting things. Yeah, and the DMG 2 has one. There's like 5 different monster manuals. And then there's also a few other like pseudo monster manuals. I have one of those. Yeah, some good stuff. What are your thoughts on the magic items in 3.5? Oh, I love the magic items in 3.5. I think it has some super cool items. The portable hole is one of my favorites. Yeah, that's a fun one. I like the portable hole, and I've actually like the fact that you can just like carry as much as you want. I like this stuff, the interaction it has with the bag of holding. That's kind of interesting. Personally, I like the idea of like making new magic items, especially with something like the portable hole. One like custom magic item that I've created, I don't know if it exists somewhere else, but I've made it before, and I really like the idea of it, is like portable holes that are like linked together, so that or like you get 2 portable holes that are both like linked to the same pocket dimension and can like be moved around in that pocket dimension. Basically the whole point of it is like you can like go from one portable hole to another to like use it as sort of a teleportation kind of thing. Or like, yeah, I thought of those. Something like that could be really cool. And you can like customize items to an extent. So yeah. There's a lot of really good stuff. And 3.5 really allows you to like have a lot of gear. There's so many different gear slots. You can have different gear on each part. And then like you can have like a ring that does like 5 billion different things. And the extra cost of having one item do multiple things is not too crazy. It's like 50% more. And it's 50% more for everything except for the most expensive thing. So, which is just normal price, which is kind of nice. And then some things just aren't counted for the extra costs, like giving extra ability points and stuff. That doesn't count towards it. So the magic item compendium gives some really good rules on like making new magic items and custom magic items. There's just such good stuff. And there's some really good stuff that are just listed even in just the DMG. In a similar vein, do you know if it's easy to do conversion between 3.5 and 5e and vice versa? Not really. There's nothing out there that exists. There's some channels that have like made stuff for that. I haven't really been pushing that, mostly because like I'm not trying to get like I'm not trying to convert like I'm trying to convert people from 5e to 3.5. If anything, I'd make stuff that would convert 5e back into 3.5, and not the other way around, which some people have made conversions. Nothing official though that I know of. Let's see. Vice versa, just there's monsters in 5e compatible IP games that I want to bring into my games and possibly into 3e. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's honestly not a terrible idea for me to like look into like trying to make videos on how to do that. Or if someone else has that, honestly, I don't know if I have the time and like bandwidth and all to do that, but if someone else has done it, I would be down to like promote stuff like that to try and help it get more traction. and to like cover it if someone else has made conversions. So yeah, if any of you guys got conversions on that, let me know. I don't want to cover something that someone else did, unless the person who made it has like come to me and said that they're cool with it. So like, if you haven't personally done it, then like, don't just say, hey, here's this thing, you want to cover it. No, don't reach out to whoever made it and ask them if they want to come to me and do it, and I'll probably do it. But yeah, if the actual original creator of the conversion doesn't, I probably won't cover it. But if the creator does, yeah, I'm down to do that. Water damage rulebook, saw some heavy action in a sea campaign, didn't it? Unfortunately, that'd be cool if it was. The knocked over glass is just a cover story for saving the world. Nice draconic Driz. That would be a cool story. I literally just spilled freaking water while I think I was recording a video. I think it might have been when I was recording the video on whatchamajigger, the Red Wizard, possibly, or maybe it was when I was going back and like doing a redo on, like, I don't know. It was something. I honestly don't even remember. It was so long ago. I was not happy when it happened, though. I'll tell you that much. I was like, no. Yeah. Yeah, that sucked. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I've had water damage on other stuff. Like all my high school yearbooks are water damaged, unfortunately. I still have them, but yeah, I left them open by a window, and then like I had a party and I opened the window and the sprinklers came on, and they'd been by that window like all year. It wasn't an issue, but like I just never opened it. But it was getting really hot, so I opened it that one day, and then yeah, it was a whole thing. Yo, truly true. To the $10. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I definitely do not expect people to drop anything. Love your 3.5 prestige class playlist. Thanks. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And it is all one giant playlist. Well, two playlists, one for core and one for non-core. But yeah, the non-core one is massive. I think I maybe should split it up into like by book, but it isn't right now. Glad you're enjoying it though. And thank you so much for the $10 or $9.99. But like, yeah, that's awesome. Really appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah. Yeah, and welcome into the chat as well. Like you really did not have to drop that. Like I don't expect it. Like, yeah, that really genuinely means a lot. Cheers, man. Yeah, appreciate it. I seen a cool necklace. I think was called Necklace of Adaptability. Yeah, I don't know if I know that one, but it's probably cool. Let me grab my Magic Item Compendium. That's probably going to be in there somewhere. Magic Item Compendium. Man, pulling out all the books. Got a big old stack of books sitting on my bed right now from this. Let's see. What'd you say it was called? Necklace of Adaptability. Oh, yeah, where I'm trying to remember how you find. I think it'd be in armor, I think? Or is it, it's clothing, that's what it is. So if it's called the Necklace of Adaptability, it would most likely be in the clothing section. Necklace of Copper Dragon Scales. Necklace of Warning. Not in there. And I was thinking maybe it would have like a section that just had like, oh, whatchamajigger, like a table that just like listed everything, but I remembered that's kind of hard to find. Let's see, is it here in the DMG? Museum, Necklace of Fireballs, Necklace of Adaptation. That's probably what you're talking about. The necklace is a heavy chain with a platinum medallion. The magic of the necklace wraps the wearer in a spell of fresh air, making him immune to all harmful vapors and gases, such as cloud kill and stinking cloud effects, as well as inhaled poisons, and allows him to breathe even underwater or in a vacuum. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. 9,000 gold. Yeah, that's kind of a nifty little thing. Not one that I've ever used before, but yeah, that's definitely got some uses. 100%. It's kind of a cool one. Uh, that's uh, that's it. I thought it was cool. Yeah, it is cool. It's not a bad one at all. Is it like a crazy overpowered overuse thing? No, but like it's solid. At 9,000 gold, it's a pretty solid item for like mid-level play. Yeah. It's too expensive to use in early play at 9,000 gold. Like that is way too rich to be worth it when you're early level. But at mid levels, it's pretty affordable and it provides a pretty useful effect. At high levels, it's cheap, but like there's so much better ways to get that kind of stuff. So it's not like it's not that great once you get to higher levels, but for a mid level item, yeah, it's not bad. And in terms of gear, something that's good for a solid stretch of levels like this would be, it's not bad. It's not amazing by any stretch, but it's a solid item. Uh, not too strong, just neat. Yeah, exactly. And it's very much mid game. Now there's other items like there's other stuff that's like not super strong, but it's pretty useful in like the early game. Like there's items in the Magic Item Compendium that are great for that. Like what are they called? I use these things all the time. They're not sets, tools. There we go. In the tool section, there's some really cool stuff in here that's like just really useful for low level game for like low level play. There's some good like high level stuff too, but like a survival pouch, 3,300 gold. Pretty useful little little item. Yeah, you get 5 times per day. You can reach in. So trail rations for 1 medium creature, 2-gallon water stored in a water ski in a tent, 2 bedrolls, 50 tempted rope, a shovel, a campfire, a composite short bow, and a mule. You can pull a mule out of this bag. It's pretty useful. It's a very useful little thing for lowish level. Are there many rules in 3E relating to vehicle combat at all? Vehicle combat. Not so much vehicle. There is mounted combat. There are a decent number of them for that. Not like a crazy amount, but but vehicles not so much. This is high fantasy. Vehicles aren't super a thing in high fantasy. Most vehicles are mounts, like the vast majority. Mechanical vehicles are very much an exception. That they exist, but they're pretty rare. So there's not a whole lot of rules. There probably are somewhere, but I'm not sure where they're at. Like which book would have them? Because it's not something I've dealt with much. Arms and equipment, I might have something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's not something I know a ton about. Mounted, I know a lot more. I know you get more damage while mounted and using lances, and like using ranged weapons like bows can be somewhat difficult to use while mounted. But like there's feats that can like help you do that. Although mounted archery is that's actually a feat. I think that's the name of like the main feat for that. But mounted archery is like as a concept is actually super super good. So. Yeah. Let's see. Want to come back to all? One of the IP I was talking about is Doctor Who, but they haven't included stats for TARDIS. For the TARDIS, so want to try customize it. Yeah, you can try and customize one. There's not a whole lot. Like, D&D isn't like it's high fantasy. It's not super designed for like, something like. Doctor Who, although I guess it's time travel, so if they went back in time, it could work. Yeah, 3.5 isn't the most optimized system for that. You can use it, probably be better off with like GURPS or something, but yeah, that sounds like a fun idea. It does sound like a pretty fun idea. I haven't seen Doctor Who personally. I know a lot of people that have. but I personally haven't seen it. Just haven't really watched the BBC ever. American, so the BBC isn't a channel that's easy for me to access. Yeah, I've never had easy access to the channel, so there's probably ways I could have, but I genuinely don't know how I would go about watching BBC programming. So, yeah, I haven't seen Doctor Who, largely for that reason. Yeah, I don't know. I've just always had cable, and the BBC's not on basic cable from, at least not where I was from. So it's never an option for me. Yeah, and we never had premium channels, and even now, like, I'm not sure what streaming services, if any, would have BBC content. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you would get that in America. Like, if you're in the UK, I know it's pretty easy. Like, you just plug it into the wall. Apparently, every house in the UK is like automatically has the BBC just run into your wall, and like you have to, and like everyone has to pay for it whether they want it or not, unless they like file an exemption saying that they're not using it, and then like it's a whole thing. Like Britain, they take that like it's very, like the BBC is very much opt out in the UK. Like you have it, and you have to go through some steps to opt out of having it if you're in the UK. Whereas in the US, I don't know how you go ahead. I don't know how you would watch it. I'm sure there's ways. I just don't know. I suppose vehicle was the wrong phrase. I was angling along a pirate ship. Oh, Doctor Who, whose while back catalog is on Disney Plus, I think. Oh, nice. I don't have Disney Plus, but that's good to know that it's that's there. I only have Hulu. That's the only streaming service I have currently. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have it. Probably keep it another couple of months. There's one show that I have been waiting to watch, and it's the main reason why I got Hulu, and that is Bleach: The Thousand Year Blood War. I really want to watch that on the English dub, and you kind of need Hulu for that. So I've been having it for years to just watch that. But yeah, they've been really dragging out getting the last season out, and they started releasing it, but the dub hasn't been released yet, at least as far as I know. I checked the other day, and only the first episode of the sub was out. I don't expect any episodes of the dub to be out for a few more weeks, and yeah, and plus it'll be like another few months before they actually finish it. So once I get done with that, I'll probably drop Hulu and switch to something else. I'm not sure. Maybe go back to Netflix and watch the One Piece live action, because I have not seen that. And apparently they've already got like 2 seasons out of it. So I might switch to Netflix, watch that, and any other anime I can find that I haven't seen. So yeah, that might be the plan. I don't know though. Kind of depends. I try and keep one streaming service for one for entertainment, and 2 to like just have whatchamajigger. Just have what am I trying to say? It's also good for like my credit score. So like it's good to have like a small regular subscription on a credit card that's set to pay off every month. Like that's a really good way, a really easy and deep way to build up credit. Just a small little piece of, I guess, technically not financial advice. I can't really give that or anything, but like it's a good way to do it. Like it's also not that hard to do. Just get a credit card. Don't use it for anything except for like put like a Netflix subscription on it. Set it to auto pay from your bank account, and then just make sure that account always has like enough money to cover the Netflix. And yeah, real simple, real easy way to like try and establish some credit. Anyways, what was we talking about? Vehicle stuff. So yeah, there are some stuff about vehicles, like combat wise. Like if you're talking about a pirate ship, Like in terms of buying a ship, there's some stuff on like how much that would cost in the player's handbook, in the gear section actually. So it's like in the same it's like on the same table as like your bedroll. Yeah, mounts and related gear. Let's see. Oh no, it's transport. It's under mounts and related gear. Carriage, cart, galley at 30,000 gold, keelboat, longship, rowboat, plus apparently oars cost a bit, sailing ship, sled, wagon, and warship. So yeah, galley is the most expensive at 30,000 and warship at 25,000. So yeah, that's like the stuff that's in there. And then I'm pretty sure, especially for like a pirate ship, I'm pretty sure Shipwrecked is going to have more. Let me grab Shipwrecked and look, because I haven't looked at this, to be honest. And, this is definitely very relevant to what you're asking about. So let me find it. Play champion. I'm looking for Storm Rat. Sandstorms. Sounds similar. Storm Rat. There we go. Oh yeah, I pulled that out the other day because, not the other day, like last week, because I had a power outage because of a storm, and people had mentioned the book. But yeah, Storm Rack. Let's see. I'm sure there's something in here about Dungeon Terrain, Races of the Sea, classes and prestige classes. Interesting that they have like options for. They don't have any new ones, but they got some options for some non-standard ones, which is cool. Skills and equipment, vessels 95. So they got some stuff on that. Probably more stuff than what's in the player's handbook, I would imagine. A little surprised if they didn't. Yeah, so they got like way more stuff. Arge, Cabal, Cog, Corcel, Dow, Dromelid, which is a type of warship apparently, a dugout. Wow. Yeah, that is a dugout, 20 gold. Elf wing ship, a galley, great ship, ironclad, junk, keelboat, launch, longship, pinnacle, raft, rowboat, Thurgame, I think. I don't know what the heck that is, but it's apparently the most expensive ship in here. Trimming, war canoe. And yeah, dugout is not a ship. It is a dugout. It's like, I'm almost positive it's not a ship. It's literally 20 gold. So I suspect it's not moving, but I could be wrong. Maybe it is a ship and it's just a really crappy one. Could be wrong. I don't think I am, though. Maybe I am. So yeah, oh, it is a boat. What do you know? It's still supposed possible. A hollowed out log hacked into the shape of a boat. All right, so it is actually a ship. It's the dugout. It's just a really crappy ship. It's literally a hollowed out log in the shape of a boat. So yeah, so yeah, Stormrack has some more stuff on that for like give you some more details on what more types of ships, more options. It's just a more comprehensive resource in terms of like ships and boats and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's that's kind of what if you're looking for more stuff on ships, Stormrack is the place. I'm also looking at the time. Apparently, we got like a minute left, so I guess it's time to start wrapping things up. Which, with this being the final live stream in this, oof, all right. Well, first off, I want to say thank you to everyone who's shown up. Thank you to everyone who's helped me hit 2,500 subscribers. Since then, apparently we've got 34 more subscribers because we're up to 2,534 subscribers right now, according to what I'm seeing on my dashboard. So that's really awesome. Thank you guys so much for helping me get that. Thank you so much for your advice. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you everybody in the previous ones. Thank you, Truly True, for that $10. Thank you to Janon for the first stream, the freaking $50. That was insane. Thank you for everyone helping me get to 2,500 subscribers. Thank you for keeping these chats like alive for the most part. I say for the most part, there was one stream for the last half hour was dead, which that sucked. But you know what? When I'm doing this many streams for this long, the fact that only half an hour was dead chat, that's pretty impressive. So thank you guys for keeping the amount of dead chat that I've had to deal with to a minimum, because dead chat sucks. It really does. So thank you guys for keeping that from being too much of a thing. And I know it's late for a lot of you guys, so extra thanks on that. I am going to be starting to stream on Twitch. There's a link, a pinned comment here in chat. So if you guys want to check out some Baldur's Gate 3 streams, which I'm going to be starting to do, let me know. That's also a link to my Discord in there if you want to join that. I'm thinking of starting to run a couple of games, maybe one on Twitch, also a paid one. So let me know if you're interested in any of that in like the Discord or whatever. And if you're trying to run a game, I'm down to join. Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much. More content's on the way. Probably going to be having another feed drop in a few hours. And, we'll be seeing some more videos drop in the upcoming weeks. So just keep, watching the videos, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Next live stream here on YouTube is at 5,000 subscribers. So it's going to be a while. Might be a couple of years. Maybe it'll be a few months. If this channel blows up, then it'll be sooner. But I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you guys all for showing up and hanging out. And I'll see you guys next time. But anyways, as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.